I'm from Dublin in Ireland. I grew up just outside Dublin City. I went to university in University College Dublin in UCD. Graduated in 1990 and started working for a large US multinational IT services company in Dublin. I lived in Spain for about 12 years altogether. And then I got into iGaming. I got into a company in Gibraltar that was involved in poker and bingo in the UK. And worked with them for a few years, and then I ended up in Malaga working for quite a large global company, a gambling company. I spent about a year and a half in Uruguay. We set up gambling brands, new brands in Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Mexico, Peru. So that was fun and interesting. I actually, when I heard of Yerevan, it was when I knew that the company was based in Yerevan, I'd never heard of Yerevan before. When I came here, one of the things that I really like about Armenia is the way that Armenians have kept their own culture. They have a very, very strong identity. There hasn't been a strong American influence, there hasn't been a strong European influence. I don't see, beyond the architecture, I don't see a strong Russian influence. I see very much, it's a very unique country that has its own style and its own identity, its own type of food, its own way of doing things, which I wasn't expecting, which is it's very good. I like it. My primary role is I'm managing the development of a new gaming platform. But recently I've kind of moved into a position to help other teams as well with product management. So my official title is Group Product Manager, which means that my primary responsibility is on developing my new platform, but I'm also then helping the other teams, mentoring and coaching other teams to help them with product management techniques and product visions and strategies, and kind of helping pull together a unified picture for the whole company. So an awful lot of the new techniques that I've brought in are around prototyping and prototype validation. I've made contact with a lot of our existing customers, and I'm reaching out to potential new customers, new partners, and really involving them in the design and the development of the product, so that when we do release it, they know what's coming and they already know that it suits their business. It's nice to play a part in bringing some of these new techniques into a very large Armenia. Like Digitain is I believe it's the second biggest technical company in Armenia, with a huge team of engineers, have the capacity to do a huge amount of work. I feel as if I've got a lot more autonomy here in Armenia than I did in previous. Like, a lot of companies are large and they've got a lot of middle management, and it's very difficult to pursue a particular vision without a lot of interference and without a lot of other opinions coming in and knocking you off track. Whereas in Armenia, I think people are given a little bit more autonomy to, you know, your experience is recognized and you're given leeway to run with your ideas, rather than constantly suffering or constantly being engaged in having to justify. I've got more independence to do the things that I believe I should be doing. So I've got more. There's more trust, which is excellent, which I love. If something is needed, you'll get it. That's another thing I like. And again, you don't have to fight for things. If I say we need this and there's a justification for it, it happens. I don't have to go through multiple layers of signatures or of agreement to get it. So there's a focus and a purpose and an ambition there. The best advice I could give to anybody who is thinking about coming to Armenia is to give it a try, because you'll be surprised, you'll be amazed. There's a huge amount to learn here, there's a huge amount of difference that makes it really, really interesting for people who like a bit of adventure. I think Yerevan is very well located to explore the sort of Central Asian region in general, and like Greece, Athens is 2 hours away, Beirut is 2 hours away, Dubai is 2 hours away, which link you to the rest of the world very easily. For nature lovers, it's a wonderful, wonderful country because it's very mountainous, and it's very, deserted is probably the wrong word, but there's so much space to explore nature. I love the wine. Armenian wine is delicious. I love the kind of the boulevard culture, the cafe culture, where all the families come out in the evenings, and I really, I hadn't seen that anywhere else before, really, to the extent that I see it here. It's a very small city. The centre of it is very small. It's very easy to walk around. You'd get from one side to the other in 30 minutes, and I don't like big cities. I like small personal cities where you can really get to know it.